when they told me that they would basically want me to go. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm done. I'm fucked. How can I pay for my daughter? I have a 4-year-old child, and I was straight up panicking. I was done. Hey guys, today I want to tell the story how it came to be that I left my 9-to-5 office job and how it changed my life. And I thought maybe you are in a similar situation and my story could help you. So that's why I decided to record this video. And important disclaimer before, this is my very own, very subjective experience and opinion. I'm not a life coach by any means. I'm not a financial advisor, so please take that in mind. And another thing before we start, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Marcel. I'm 31 years old and I'm an electronic music producer, DJ and photographer, and I guess also YouTuber now. And I've been working for this big VIbezz automotive company for the past 12 years. I started my career there, I studied there, and worked there after uni. And I was employed for the whole 12 years, so I always worked. And VIbezz, for those of you who don't know, is basically like an index reflecting the 30 biggest German companies. So as you can probably tell by my accent, I'm from Germany. Anyway, so after my studies, I started working as a business development manager in this company. And after one of these many reorganizations, I remember I went on vacation in 2022, I think it was, for 1 week in August. And I returned and they were like, Marcel, you have a new job now. This role that you did before was cancelled. This business was closed and but you're a product manager now. And I was like, okay. And so I became a product manager. And that's what I did the past 4 years. And the job itself wasn't bad by any means. Like, it was paying well. I was making like 70 grand a year. But with every day I worked there, I died a little more inside, My whole body and my soul was rejecting this idea of being there. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of my time there, they started recalling us back to the office 3 times a week. That was after COVID. And COVID was also a different story. That was also really difficult because I'm unvaccinated personally, but that's another story. But the home office was good. And then the home office not ended completely, but they called us 3 times back. And being back, sitting under this fluorescent light at my cubicle-like desk, and our office looked like a garage basically, being surrounded by all these NPCs. And don't get me wrong, there were also a lot of cool people that I met there that I still have contact to this day. But these 9-to-5 NPC people that I'm talking about. So Anyway, I didn't understand why I have to return 3 times to a place which I don't enjoy and sit on Microsoft Teams calls the whole day because my team that I work with, a team of developers, were sitting in a different place in France and Germany, and that was absolutely stupid for me, in my opinion. This, and also this constant pressure, these yearly performance reviews where you feel like management is putting up with some ridiculous BS reasons why they can't pay you more, just trying to scam you, in my opinion. And I'm honest, it made me sick. I really felt burned out, and I got some health issues which still persist to this day even. Which is also one factor why I believe they approached me. And this brings us now to the end of my story. This company, as well as many others, wasn't doing well at the time, like the past 2 to 3, 4 years, I would say. Basically during COVID and beyond. As you know, there's a lot of companies offering people money at the moment to leave. And we had the same program. They called it voluntary program. So it was also in our case that during these voluntary programs, people were approached that they should basically leave. And so was I. I remember how I felt when they told me that they would basically want me to go. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm done. I'm fucked. How can I pay for my daughter? I have a 4-year-old child, and I was straight up panicking. I was done. But as time passed, and it was basically just a week or so, I came to the conclusion that this is just the universe speaking to me, or life in general, because I wanted to leave this job for a long time already. And I started loving this idea of leaving it. This job held back my full potential for years now. I was not happy, and I was already aware as I get older now how short life is. And this awareness, also with my health issues, which made me even more aware that life is short, paired with this constant pressure. You know, I have this dizziness for a year now. Basically, it feels like I have bugs in my head. So I already went to different doctors. Nobody can tell me what I have, but it's a different story. Yeah, I was basically in this constant downward spiral. And finally, I thought to myself, if you don't leave now, you will be in the same spot, working the same job with the same people 10 years from now. And I left, and I never looked back. I got into coding. I'm actually enrolled in a software development course at the moment, so I will definitely change careers. And I started this YouTube channel now as well, which I want to pursue along with my music career. So by the way, check out my music on Spotify. I have some international releases coming up this year still, so hope you enjoy that. Yeah, and now let's talk about why maybe you are in a similar situation and may like these tips that I'm having. So if you're considering leaving as well, don't quit right away. If you're not in a situation like I was, where the company is basically offering money to get rid of you, you should of course keep working your job. Put as much money aside as fast as possible. Stop drinking, going to bars, all that stuff. Make a commitment to yourself that you will leave this job and stick to it. Again, look into my eyes. You can do it. You can leave this job. You need to stay committed, and you will achieve it and build your dream life. All right? So if you are in the US, for example, I would say maybe save up to yearly salary, because that gives you enough time to build your life and not starve to death. And of course, not just quit and have nothing build up. Make a plan. Number 2, you cannot just quit and do nothing. We want to build our dream lives here, so use the time that you currently have working in your job. Build a high value skill, maybe build a client base. So let's say if you want to become a video editor, buy a video editing program from your salary. Learn video editing, watching tutorials on YouTube, buy a Udemy course. Go on Fiverr, offer your services, and this will also help build your client base and get things taking off. This is just an example, okay? And last but not least, don't be afraid. I was so afraid of so many things, and I told you that I thought like, will I find something else to do? Will I get by with the money that I have and all of that stuff? I'm anyway a person who's overthinking everything basically, yeah. But more and more things fell into place for me. And in my experience in general, if you risk something in life, it will reward you for it. On top of that, you can always return to your old life. Maybe not the same job, in the same company, but why would you want that anyway? You wanted to leave this place in the first place, so that's why you're watching this video. So look for something else and then have a fresh start, and then start all over again. If I have to work another 9 to 5 in the future, I will make sure it's on my terms as much as possible. Something I enjoy doing, like coding, and of course I can still continue to work on my own side hustles, my business, like music, YouTube, photography, whatever. Guys, life is too short to not pursue something that you love and to not have enough time to spend with your loved ones. When I worked this job, I hated the idea of seeing my daughter growing up so fast. She's turning 4 now, and not having all the time in the world to spend with her, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I don't want to work. I love working, but I want to work on my own stuff, you know, and build a legacy that I can pass on at some point to my kids. So, and again, I'm not recommending anyone to do anything, to quit their job or whatever. Yeah, I'm just saying what I would do if I would like to build my dream life. So guys, I will wrap this up here. I hope you enjoyed this video, got some insights from my life. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed this story. I have a lot more stories to tell about my life and photography and all those things. So take care. You're not alone in this. All the best. Peace.